All right, guys, good morning. We are going to first get started with our Your Turn practice workbook. We're going to be working on pages 241st and then page 239. So go ahead and take out your Turn practice workbook, please. Actually, let's go ahead and start with our reading for today.
The Batman is here. Speed into action like never before. The Turbo Boost Batmobile is ready to roll. It's epic RC.
Welcome everyone to Kid Time Story Time. I am Red Bear, and as you may already be aware, I like to introduce all the stories that involve the color red because I am the official representative of the color red on Kid Time Story Time. So, without further ado, I am proud to present Little Red Riding Hood!
Oh, no. Red Bear, it's not Little Red Riding Hood.
It's Little Red Riding Hood! Oh, I read too fast.
It's okay, that happens.
Wait, is this one of those twisted fairy tales? You know, the one that's like, kind of like Red Riding Hood, but with a twist.
That's exactly what it is. Oh, I love these! Me too.
Okay. Presenting without further ado, Little Red Riding Hood!
That was a very good introduction. Very strong. Because it is Little Red Riding Hood, I don't have a hood, but I will put on this hat so I can be in the spirit of Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, it's all set. Hope it doesn't squeeze my brain too much so I can read. Okay, here we go. Little Red Riding Hood from one of our favorite authors. Sue writes the best books and the best rhymes, so I can't wait to see what she's come up with here. Once there was a girl who spoke only in rhyme, and this drew some attention. Want to ride the swings with me? Race our bikes or climb a tree? Oh, isn't she cute? Look at all the friends are playing. This guy's playing basketball, and these guys are on the seesaw. And who is this? He doesn't look like he's staring at her kindly. Look, everybody, the sad little rhymer has no friends, teased Big Brad Wolf. Ugh. You don't bother me, Big Brad. Nasty words won't make me sad. But his words did bother her. One day, after playing at the park, she said to her grandma, I wish I was not this way. May I hide in here today? To cheer her up, Grandma sewed her a cozy red hooded sweatshirt. This new hoodie looks just right. I shall wear it day and night. She wore it everywhere she went, and so she became known as Little Red Riding Hood. Now, every day after school, Little Red walked straight to Grandma's house, and every day, Brad Wolf tried to scare her. Boo! Boomed Brad. Gotcha, Little Red. You couldn't scare me if you tried. Stop it, Brad. Now step aside. Brad. One afternoon, Grandma showed Little Red a flyer for a poetry contest. Ooh, wait, what does Grandma have here? Ooh, is that a little coffee for her? Looks like a little cafecito. Looks like a little Cuban coffee to me because it's tiny. And it looks like a nice tall glass of orange juice for Little Red. Grandmas always have the best snacks. Maybe I'll meet kids like me who also speak in poetry. Yes, Grandma, poetry contest. Good thinking. Oh, grandmas are the best. Little Red practiced each day while she walked. On the day of the contest, she was so focused on her poem that she didn't hear Brad sneak up behind her. Grrr! He growled. Yee! Red shrieked. Sweet sonnets, Brad, you startled me. Were you crouched behind that bush? For the first time ever, Red didn't rhyme. What is happening? Yes, I really scared you good. Now who's brave, Red Rhyming Hood? And for the first time ever, Brad did. So she didn't rhyme and he did? What's happening? It's like a Freaky Friday moment. Leaping Limerick, said Little Red. You scared the rhyme right out of me and into you. And the poetry contest is tonight. Help me, make it go away. I don't want to rhyme all day. Serves you right, Brad. Maybe I'll help you, said Red. But there's no time to fix this before the contest. So first, you just need to go help me win it. Red, I don't think I can wait. Shh, I need to concentrate. Hey, said Brad. We rhymed just then. Holy haiku, where's my pen? So the two wrote a poem together. At the contest, they got on stage and took turns saying each line. Red began. Once there was a girl named Red who spoke the verses in her head. A wolf named Brad thought this was strange. He teased her, though she could not change. Couldn't he just leave her be? Well, he liked her company. He was hurtful and unkind. Soon, this put him in a bind. He scared the rhyme from her to him. Everything was looking grim. Red began to miss her verse, and causing that made Brad feel worse. Could the two undo the swap? Switch things back or make it stop? Neither one could just sit by, so together they would try. Maybe they would make amends. Could these enemies be friends? Then Brad and Red grabbed hands and took a bow. The audience cheered and howled with delight. Bravo, bravo. The two new friends left with the winning trophy. Brad was so excited that he actually gave Little Red a big hug. Wow, what a turn of events. I feel different. Something's changed. Have our rhyming ways exchanged? Want to write again sometime? Only if we write in rhyme. Do, 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 do. And look at that. And they rhymed happily ever after. Look at that. An act of kindness right there. That is the way to deal with a situation, isn't it?
Oh man, I totally didn't see that coming. I thought that bad Brad Wolf was gonna be mean forever, but then she was patient, and then there was magic, and then they turned into friends, and it was awesome. Hey, I want to thank everybody, and I want to once again emphasize that red books are the very best books in the world.
And I want to emphasize also, well, that in this case, she took basically what was a big bully.
Yeah, he was a big bully. Boo, boo, Brad.
But then he changed.
Yeah, because he walked in her footsteps, like in her rhyming word footsteps.
That's exactly what happened. It's a good way of putting it, even though you can't walk and rhyme. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And the point is that when you walk in somebody's footsteps,
you get to understand them, and then you become friends instead of being mean to them.
That's exactly what I mean.
That's a really good lesson. Also, it was really good rhyming. I wish I could be rhyming all the timing. Yeah, that was really good.
Well, you can work on that. See you next time, kid. Where else? Where we are always piled high with books on Kid Time, Story Time.
All right, we are also going to do our morning meeting right now. I'm going to go ahead and lead your morning meeting. So Dimitri, you'll go next week. So today is April 8th, Friday, April 8th. The date is Friday, April 8th, 2022. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday, and tomorrow will be Saturday. We have been in school for 144 days. And then the weather this week is very hot and sunny. All right, I'm going to lead us in our pledge, okay? Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Peace Builders Pledge. I am a peace builder. I pledge to praise people, to give up put downs, to seek wise people, to notice and speak up about hurts I have caused, to right wrongs, to help others. I will build peace at home, at school, and in my community each day. Awesome. And then I know we got Nicholas's birthday on the 26th. Let's go ahead. And then now we are going to do our your turn. We're going to start with page 240, and then we're going to move on to page 239. All right, here we go. Hannah used text evidence to answer the prompt. Add a scene to the woodcutter's gift, where the community needs to decide whether to fix the town's community center or to build a new one. At the beginning of today, I asked you guys to take out your turn or have it open. So you should have it open. If you need more time, I'll give you guys like a few seconds. If you don't have your book, if you can't find your turn workbook, you can go to Google Classroom, click on classwork, scroll down to ELA, and then you'll find your turn workbook here, and you'll open it up in Kami. And then again, we are on page 240. I don't know why it's so laggy. So again, it's page 240. And then again, let's read the prompt again. Hannah used text evidence to answer the prompt, add a scene to the woodcutter's gift where the community needs to decide whether to fix the town's community center or to build a new one. So this is a scene that she writes for the story. So she's adding like another chapter. She's adding more to the story, another event. The community center is falling apart, said the house painter. We need a new one. Yes, agreed the gardener. Let's tear it down and build a new beautiful center for our community. Wait, said Martha, a little girl who was playing with her friends on the zoo in the town center near where the men were talking. Don't you remember what Tomas told us about the mesquite tree? He reminded us that the beauty of the tree wasn't on the outside, but it was on the inside.
Good.
Yeah, said her friend Julio. We need to reuse the things we have so we can protect our resources for the future. She's right, said the painter. We should work together to fix up the building. All at once, they said, let's get started. So first, what you're going to do, you're going to circle a detail from the woodcutter's gift that tells you where the scene takes place. So where are we? So we know that the little girl is nearby and she can hear the men talking. So they are near the town center. They're also where the community center is because they're saying that the community center is falling apart. So either of those will be good for the setting. Now you're going to draw a box around a linking word. So a linking word can be anything from first, next, then, last, could even be all at once. It's a word that links you in the story to what is going on. It tells you where, when things are happening. So all at once, they're excited to get started. Underline the text evidence that tells why reusing things is a good idea. So let's see. I know that Maria or Martha is the one that brings it up. He reminded us, it was Julio. We need to reuse the things we have so that we can protect our resources for the future. And then write a contraction Hannah used on the line. She uses the one, she's right. She's right. And what is she's a contraction for? She is right. All right, guys. You guys are going to go ahead and finish that up. I'm going to give you guys a minute to get that done. And then we are going to move on to the next page, which is going to be page 239. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, if you guys need more time, you can always watch this YouTube video and pause the video as needed. Okay, page 239, we're now going to be working on our paragraph writing. Read the draft model. Use the questions that follow the draft to help you add linking words to connect ideas. So here's the draft, okay? My family, I went to the park for a picnic. We sat in one area. We were not happy. People had left a lot of trash there. We moved to another area. We were happy. So why does the family move from the first area? Because there was a lot of trash. Why is the family happy with the second area? Because it's probably very clean. There isn't trash there. What are some words you can use to show how ideas are connected? So we can say, first of all, we need to fix this one. My family, I went to the park for a picnic. We're going to say my family and I. My family and I went to the park for a picnic. Now, whenever you guys are writing a paragraph, you need to make sure you indent. So I'm going to do 5 spaces. My family and I went to the park for a picnic. First, we sat in one area. And then we're going to use another linking word. Instead of making these 2 sentences, we're going to combine them into one. First, we sat in one area, but people had left a lot of trash there. So let's use so. So we moved to another area and we were happy. You can add even more to this. If you want to say maybe they went to another area, they had their picnic, and then maybe you want to add more to the story. Maybe they went back to the first area and helped clean a lot of the trash. Maybe they put notices around their community to remind people to clean up after themselves. So let's see how we did. My family and I went to the park for a picnic, period. First, we sat in one area, but people had left a lot of trash there, period. So, comma, we moved to another area and we were happy. So I only did write 3 sentences. However, all my 3 sentences are very long, and I'm still doing, I still have a beginning, a middle, and an end. I have my introduction and my conclusion. If you want to add a 4th sentence, you are more than welcome to. This is all I'm going to require you guys for today. And then what I want you guys to do, if you have not finished this, you can watch this on YouTube, pause the video as needed so that you guys can get this completed. The next thing that we're going to work on now is going to be our schedule. So I'm going to talk about our schedule while you guys are finishing this up, okay? So the first thing you guys need to do is you need to take your spelling test, okay? We can have someone put the spelling test link in the chat, or I'll put it in Google Classroom. After you take your spelling test, you need to put your spelling score in your ELA Gradebook Friday. Where is your ELA Gradebook Friday? You go here, you go to ELA Friday Test Gradebook, try 3, and then you open this up. What it's going to look like is, oh, I don't have access to it. I'll show it to you guys in a second. You're going to open up your ELA Gradebook Friday. You're going to put in your spelling test. Then you're going to take your vocabulary test, put your score in the ELA Gradebook Friday. Then you're going to do our story, which is the woodcutter's gift. You're going to take the selection test for the woodcutter's gift. And then after you answer those questions, then you're going to do your comprehension test, which we reviewed yesterday. Okay, you need to save all 4 scores in your ELA Friday test gradebook. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that right now. Okay, here we go. So here it is. So we are on unit 5, week 4. So these should have already been completed. You should have already done all of these from last week. The ones you're doing this week are here. It's going to be in the green boxes, the white, green boxes. Once you take your spelling test, you'll put your score here. Once you take your vocabulary test, you'll put your score in the green box. Once you take your selection test, you'll put your score in the green box. And then once you take your comprehension test, you'll put your score in the green box. Once you have put all 4 of your scores in your ELA Friday test gradebook, you are going to click out of the box. We click out of the box so that we can save our work. You click out of the box so we can save our work. And then that will be the end of ELA time. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, actually, we're going to work on that. So yeah, so go ahead. And what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to complete your ELA activities. Make sure you do all of your assessments and put your scores in, the grade book. Once you're done, you're free to go if you have no other missing work. And then at 10:15, we're going to go ahead. Ooh, actually, we're not going to do math because we're going to be doing some review. So okay, so after you do all of your assessments, then you guys are good until 12:30. Okay, so make sure you take your time getting all of your assessments completed. Once you are done with all of your assessments at 12:30, you guys are going to come back, but not to this Zoom meeting. You're going to go to the FIBO Art Zoom meeting, and I will put that link in Google Classroom. You need to go to FIBO Art at 12:30 to this Zoom link, and I'll also put it in Google Classroom, and you need to make sure you have your art kit. Okay, so make sure you guys come back at 12:30. We are not going to have a math lesson or a social studies lesson today. Okay, so all you guys need to get completed is your ELA assessments, your turn practice workbook, any missing or incomplete assignments from this week prior. And then at 12:30, set an alarm, ask Google or Alexa or Siri, or set an alarm on your computer like I've showed you, so that you make sure you come back for FIBO Art at 12:30 at this other Zoom meeting. If your link is not working, you can put the ID and the password in from there.